Hello and what's up everybody, it's the 17th Chronicler here. And yeah, it is time again. I have in front of me Umarak, the Destroyer. And yeah, he is big. He is very, very big. That was my first impression when I got this set and I built him up. I was like, whoa, this guy is absolutely massive. Not even kidding right now. This guy is massive. And see, he didn't even entirely fit in the camera. Or you can't see him all. Well, okay, there you go. But yeah, I'm here to modify him. I got some extra pieces over here, and we're gonna modify this set, make him a little bit better. But before I do that, I would like to get a mini review thing out of the way. Some of the things, just my first thoughts on this overall set. Loving the color scheme. Didn't think I would like it at first, but I actually pretty much I like it a lot. It's really good. Both functions, you get the waist is good. Kind of wish they had done the arm function instead. Feel like that would have worked a little bit better, especially with those giant claws. Speaking of the claws, you can also like close them and open them, and that's actually kind of cute. IMO, but yeah. Legs look pretty good. Shoulder pads, great. The Mask of Control kind of looks shoved on there, and the beast mouth doesn't really fit with that, but I'll explain more on that in a minute. For now, let us get to modifying. So, if you wish to replicate these modifications on your own copy of Umarak the Destroyer, you will need 17 pieces. And those pieces are 2 black CCBS shells in size, what is that, 5? Yes, size 5. 2 of them in size 5. So if you have either Onua, Uniter of Earth, or Umarak the Hunter, you should be good on these. So you got 2 of those. Make sure you can see them. 2 trans light lime, or trans neonish yellow green, whatever you call it. 2 of these bones. So you can get these from Pohatu of 2015 has some of these. So if you've got him, then you need 2 of these. You also need 2 of those in black. And you need 1 of these hand connectors in black. You need this short, extremely short bone piece in black. Just 1. 2 of the lengthened new eye stalks in trans lime or neon green or whatever. You need 2 of those eye stalks. But Borak eyes, if you have any, will work just fine. 1 3L axle. 2 4L axles. 1 3L pin. One of these thingies, it's got 1 axle and 1 axle hole. I don't know what the technical name of this is, but you will need 1. You will need 1 CCBS 3L beam with the ball joint on it, and a coupler, standard coupler with the Technic pinhole going through it. So those are the pieces you need if you wish to replicate these modifications. Let's start messing around with this set. Okay, this guy is massive, and I'm gonna be taking apart a lot. So I'm gonna do this in sections. I'm gonna do the legs and then the arms, if I can get the entire arm off. Arm, and then take off the head, and we'll do this last, I think. And we got the arms over there. Leg. And leg 2. Okay, here's the head. And set everything else off the side except the legs. Okay. So, first thing you want to do is you want to turn it around to the back and replace these thigh bones, whatever, that are actually new in this color, I believe. Take those and replace them with the trans lime CCBS bones, just the standard bone. Because this gives him way more mobility than the other one did. I feel that this one kind of limited him forward and back. You're going to do that for both legs. And there's one more modification to the legs. 4L axles, because up on the top here, it uses these, the 4Ls with the stoppers, and, well, kind of need those for another modification for later. So, go ahead and replace those with 4L axle, the standard 4L axle. Or, if you want, you can always just grab 2 more of these, and we will use them later. The 4L with the stopper, just grab 2 of those. We'll use them later if you prefer to have the stoppers on there. As for me, I prefer the axle to be the standard axle, because the stopper isn't really needed here. So that's pretty much the legs. Go ahead and, that's pretty much the legs. Go ahead and set those off to the side. How about the arms now? Okay, arms time. So we have Umarak the Destroyer's enormous claws. Oh, and one thing. I did forget to change it back before I started recording, but in the set, in the official instructions, they'll have you put the claw like this, like with the with it off to the side like this. I'm gonna say go ahead and make it like the other 2 fingers. Put it like this, make it a little bit flatter, and it'll allow for more posability in the thumb, so you can do poses like this. I don't know. It allows for a little bit more posability. Take off the giant hand. You don't really need to do anything to that. This. Now, go ahead and put this back together. This allows for elbow movement, and it's pretty good, but I figured that that's really not enough. So you're going to take off this bone. You're going to use that standard bone. And, whoa, if I can get the armor to stay on, it's going to have basically limited forward and back, but now he can, do sideways things, and I'll show you what it is on when I put everything back together, but I think it's a lot better, to be honest. So I just use the regular bones instead of these. Plus his arms are shorter now, and they were, 2 very, very long in the beginning, almost ape-ish, which, good or bad, that's up to you, because, I don't know, Umarak is supposed to be mutated and stuff, so, there you go, there's his arms. Set those over here. Okay, making a little bit of progress. How about the head? Now, okay, not really a modification, but this is what I mean when I say the mask of control kind of looks shoved on and the beast jaw doesn't really fit. Is when I try, and I showed this off in my Lava Beast and Quake Beast modification videos, but if you line up the jaw with the bottom of the, if you line up the mask with the bottom of the jaw, or the top of the jaw, and you click it into place, his mouth can close. However, it doesn't really fit as well as the other beasts. The mask of control is kind of flat, and it doesn't. There are 2 very different textures here, so I don't feel that it really works. And by the way, it also kind of changes the angle of the horns, and he no longer has his red eyes. Personally, I don't think he looks bad like this. I just wish that, I don't know, maybe go with, well, first of all, go with gold versions of these little couplers here, but, I don't know, maybe not give him the jaw. Maybe not give him the jaw. For whatever reason, I don't know. The head is not the best part of this set. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay. This is gappy, and I will show you what I mean if I take off this and I can stick my finger all the way through it. Okay, that's a little bit unnerving. So, to modify the torso, take off the Hulk chest plate. Set that off to the side, take off pretty much all the armor, take off both rib cages, take off these two shells, and actually just put them, like, just keep those handy. And take off the shadow trap shoulders, put those off to the side. Okay. So now you are left with this. Okay. First modification, take off this little half bushing off the back. Switch this around. And just leave it like there. And get this piece. Put it right there on that end of the axle, and slide the half bushing on there. Okay? For reasons yet to be revealed. And, whoa. Come on, camera. Okay, what next? So, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So you've got this. And you're going to slide that right on top. Yeah. So it lines up with there. Take off the ball joints, red axles and all. So you have these. Now, what you want to do is get the ball joints by themselves. Take the red axles out, so, you know, you just have two ball joints. Now, get the 4Ls with the stoppers that you took off the legs, or that you got from your own collection, and slide the ball joints on there. So now you have these. Those are pretty cool. Now, this part is a bit tricky, so bear with me. What you want to do is you want to get one of those eye stalks and line it up in between the coupler and the beam and slide the axle through so that it connects. And when I do this, and you're going to do the same thing on both sides, and it's a little tricky, but it can be done. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now you have the ball joints that connect the Hulk chest plate are, number one, they're more secure, and number two, this fills out that gappiness in the torso. Even if it's just a little bit, it fills that out. And the eye stalks make it look like the neon green is oozing from his insides, and creepy stuff like that. Now, you're also going to take this piece, the shortest bone, and snap it on that ball joint there. Okay. Take this, put it down, grab this. His neck, basically. And you're going to take off one side. So you make sure you got the beam along with the little armor piece. Get the hand coupler and a 3L axle and put them together like this. And slide it through on the end there. And if it'll cooperate, put that back together so that now you have a socket there. Now, grab your 3L axle, not axle, pin, and grab the torso and just take these two pins off there. Make sure the two pins are off of there. And what you want to do is you want to take out that little half pin at the bottom and put one of the Technic pins facing out the back. And then the 3L axle goes on top, also facing out the back, but also connecting to the inside. And then the second pin goes right in the middle. Take the CCBS beam with the ball joint and attach it on the back of there. Now you can go ahead and snap it back on, but also make sure that it connects up with that ball joint in that we added onto the chest, or to the inside of the torso. So now that is kind of filled out just a little bit more. And there's also a spot for some armor back there, which I will do in a minute. So, yeah, the main torso has just been reconstructed. What about these little armor bits that I told you to keep handy? Well, take off the spikes and put the spikes on those size 5 shells. So now you have this. Now, grab the shadow trap shoulders, put those back on, and the 5L, not 5L, but the size 5 armor shells go on his shoulders. There you go. And take one of those size 4 shells that you took off of the shoulders in the first place, and snap that back on there. So now he's got a little bit more back armor. And reattach the other armor pieces, the both rib cages and the Hulk chest plate. So there you go. The bulked up, you filled out the torso just a little bit, and got him some back armor. Now, time to reassemble this behemoth. Legs, arms, and the head. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, you may be questioning my decision. You may be questioning my decision to switch around the. Sorry if you can't see his head. There we go. I guess you may be questioning my decision about the arm, the elbow movement. Well, now he can be positioned in that classic rage mode Hulk position, like that, which he could not have been positioned in before. So that's pretty much it. And before I forget, what you are left with after modifying, if you've done these modifications, what you're left with is 2 of these recolored thigh bones in translime, 2 longer thigh bones in black, 1 black size 4 CCBS shell, 2 red 2L axles, and a light gray half pin. And there you go. This has been modifying Umarak the Destroyer. What do you guys think? Do you like these modifications? Do you hate these modifications? Whatever your opinion may be, leave it in the comments below. Also, do not forget to leave a like or share the video with your friends if you did enjoy it. Subscribe too, that'd be nice. But this has been modified Umarak the Destroyer. Storm Beast and Akimu the Mask Maker should be coming before the end of August. I don't know when I'm going to be getting those two, but before August ends, you will see modification videos for both of them. But that's pretty much all for now. I'm the 17th Chronicler signing off until the next video. Goodbye until then.